Okay, this one's called the trap raise. So what we're looking to do here is actually activate the lower parts of our traps. For a lot of people that get quite tight traps up here, you've got three parts of your trapezius, or your trap muscles, upper, middle, and lower. And in this exercise, we're really looking to activate the lower, also get lots of nice scapular movement and shoulder movement, open again through that mid part of the back. And it's a really effective exercise, again, improving your overall spinal mobility and ensuring that your spinal system moves great as a whole. So in this position, the beginning point is just sitting down, and if you don't have anything else, you can lean forward ever so slightly, maybe 10 degrees forward, something like this, both hands out in front of you. So I'm looking like this, but both hands out in front, coming directly up, holding at the top. And again, I can sort of feel, just as I get towards the top, I can start to feel the lower part of my traps actually activate. With all these exercises, if you've never done them beforehand, it can take a while for you to notice what muscles are turning on. That's why repetition becomes so important, because it takes a while for the mind to connect to where the muscles are trying to work. So don't be disheartened if you're doing exercises like this one and you just think to yourself, I'm really not feeling it, or it's not feeling it down there where I think I should be. Honestly, usually it's about a bit of repetition, and there'll be a slight tweak that you can do to really feel it. So as I'm coming up, I'm placing my attention down to that area. And for me, I'm just making sure that I'm pulling my scapulars down slightly. The reason I do that is some people might push their arms up at the same time. So you're really activating upper traps, but pulling the scaps down. So you're coming up to the top, making sure those scaps aren't coming upwards, they're staying down, and then still holding in that position. Again, I get really strong activation in that lower trap region. So to progress this exercise, what you'd be looking to do is actually have a bench that sits up. You'd be leaning into the bench itself, okay? So that way, again, you're really isolating. So just imagine I've got a bench laying up against me. So same bench that you'd use to do something like shoulder press or whatever, you simply laid up at an angle sort of like this. You're leaning into the bench now. You got weights on either side. Now you're using light weights to increase that difficulty. And when I say light weights, you'd probably be only looking at 1, 2, 3 kilograms, something like that to begin with, because it's a very difficult exercise for anyone. It's because it's not an area that is worked all that much.